Men make women better. Yes, they do. What's good? What's going on? My skin post. Welcome to the channel. Go ahead and like, subscribe, share love, get the word out. Let's talk about it. Now, of course, me opening the line in such a manner will bring people to say, "Oh, so do women make men better?" Okay, and I get it. But the perspective I want to present is that the value of what men do for women on in a general sense is underplayed, is undervalued. It's almost like there's this ideology that whatever women have attained, it's been at their own capacity, their own means, their own hands. Like it's the delusion is real, you know? Like if you got a hot day and then let's say there's a crisis, who turns up to that crisis? You know, the elderly are, like stuck up in the building and the men have to come through. But the point I really wanted to highlight is the fact that there is always some man providing a woman with some type of safety, lifestyle, capital for a business, buoying up, just say, baby, you can do it. Then there is the other way around. Because I know young boys, yes, young boys, young men, let me respect them in that manner. Young men who are giving their girlfriends money to help them start businesses. And they all just do it on their own volition. And I thought about it, like we live in a time when the narrative that I hear, oh man and shit and everything else is being played out so much and it's almost tired. But you see men willingly trying to invest in women. There's not a man that I've ever met of any substance that has gotten with the woman and over a period of time does not elevate her. If it's a man of faith, you find that she's well composed and everything else. You know, if it's got means, it's gonna put her on. If she needs education, he's gonna put her on. Like I'm yet to meet women that do that for men on a large scale. And I'm not saying women don't do that, but men just have that innate, and it makes sense because they're providers. Well, that's why they're taking advantage of. The reason why society is chaotic right now is because when the man improves the woman, she sees the improvement as a means to now detach, to be independent, no one associated with, which is strange, right? So she sees the monetary value when it goes up as, oh, I'm good now, I don't need you. So it's almost like you find her a handicap. She can't walk properly. She's handicapped, and then you pay for the surgery, figuratively, and now she's improved and her leg can walk. And then she goes ahead and like, oh, my leg is good now. I don't need you no more. The reason why we have a whole bunch of women out of order, and it's everywhere. It's everywhere. Okay, is primarily because women would rather take advice from women because it feels good. The advice men give, they don't like it. They only take it on when they're under some type of burden. It's almost like, let's say I have a heart problem, yeah, forbid, and there's certain type of surgery I won't touch because it's too invasive, it's too large to take on, right? But then when I know that if I don't do that I'm going to die, then I take on that surgery. It's not the type of surgery I would do. I look for medication, for supplements, and everything else. And then none of that works, and they tell me, you know what, this surgery will help you. And that's equivalent to what when a man comes in who his life is out of order. Not every man is orderly, but most men have a vision and a plan, especially when they're upstanding. So then he comes to this woman's life, and she's like, oh, tell me anything, I'm going to do it. And then he steps up, takes her on, improves our situation. When she can look over the horizon, like, hey, everything is in order. Instead of accrediting that, she'll say, oh, I put a lot of effort in this. He was helping me out, but I put a lot of effort. Then they walk on. And that's a danger men take because men do make women's life better. Just by organization, the man comes in like, okay, why are you doing that? Why are you spending on here? Let's do it like this. Let's do it like just that. Even without the money aspect, just making her, why are you stressing out? Calming her down. it's not a big deal. She wants to. She's like stressed out about work, and she wants to. She's ventilating and everything else, and you're like, you know, like I don't see why, you know. And he calms her down. That's the better. The better is in the help me with school. That's the better. So men do make women's life incredibly better. It's just that now we've been deduced to a wallet, and that's a sad thing. The modern women are seeing men as just a vital exchange. I will fool you with this idea of intimacy, and you're gonna put up your resources, and I'll improve myself, and then I'm gonna joke about it on TikTok. It's a sad situation. So, as men who understand that you're making your life better, in that dynamic, who is the prize to whom? Who is the prize to whom? One is now invested in an individual who's now a liability, and they have to produce for them to improve upon them. They have to dig into their resources, their capacity, their disciplines. One is a recipient, and upon improvement, they go on and listen to advice of females. Women listening to women is not a thing that produces good society. Women listening to men because men were aware of our environment. We've been aware since we've been young because we know that it can be violent out there. We know that we know our limitations as men. You know when not to walk. Women say, "Oh, I should be able to walk anywhere I want as a woman. I should be safe anywhere." No man will ever tell you I should be safe anywhere. I should be safe at 02 in the morning. I should be safe at 4 in the morning. I should walk anywhere. No man will say that because we know better what the world really is. So, in light of that, men have to conduct themselves as the improver of women. So, therefore, do not take on anybody that's piling on liabilities on yourself, especially in light of I don't need no man. Better you spend your resources, your thinking capacity, and your disciplines you learn on your own self. And should the Most High bless you with somebody unique, then you go and take that on because we are always the ones who are taken care of. Yes, there's deadbeat guys out there who roll women that take care of them. Majority of women don't. The majority of men don't operate like that. So in light of that, I think that the women are losing at the idea that all men are this or that because of the small number. But as a man who's an improver of the situation, who brings order to our chaotic situation, do not let your your skill sets, your knowledge, your wisdom be taken for granted by someone who don't appreciate it or someone who's willing to walk away so easy. All right. Peace, love, and blessings.